Here is another salivary gland, but it is not 100% serous. As you zoom in on it, you could see that these whitish areas, which have the classical staining properties of mucin in that they are white and washed out and have the nucleus displaced more towards the base, are the mucous glands. I would like to tell you that the particular salivary gland that is about 50-50 in terms of mucus serous is a submandibular gland, because it is. But actually, there's probably generally more serous elements than there are mucus, perhaps 2 to 1. You be the judge because you have a representative field. Like the parotid gland, you can also see that there are a lot of intralabular ducts, which have bright red, slightly striated cytoplasm. You can see slight little lines. So these are the intralabular striated ducts. And if you looked around with a little more patience, you would see other type of intralabular duct, which does not have this bright red cytoplasm, but less of a cytoplasm, which would be, once again, an intercalated duct. Maybe we'll see one somewhere along the line. But let's go back out and once again describe the classical histoarchitecture of a salivary gland or exocrine gland in general. You have a capsule. You have bands of fibrous tissue septae consisting of the spindly fibroblasts and collagen, separating and isolating the actual lobules. You can see that within the lobules you have a lot of these intralabular ducts, almost all of which are striated. And also in the lobule you have the acini, and in many areas the acini are 100% serous, but in some areas they're mucinous. And sometimes you'll get an acinus that's half serous and half mucinous, like perhaps over here. And if that was the case, you would call the serous portion a demilune, because frequently it looks like it's a little moon being displaced by these clearer, more mucinous cells. I don't think I really have to say anything more, but I would like to really find a nice intercalated duct, if I could, because most of these intralabular ducts here are striated ducts. And could this possibly be one? No. I don't think we're going to see any. Maybe we'll see some on our next salivary gland, because I don't want to waste too much of your time. Oh, the one other thing I wanted to point out is that between the lobules, if you see any ducts within the fibrous connective tissue septae, you could call those interlobular ducts. Do we see any here? Not yet, but if we look around, I bet we will. Do we see any? Actually, I don't think we see any good ones. This might be a good shot at it right around here. Or maybe down here. Yeah, I think this might perhaps qualify as a interlobular duct if you truly believed that this fibrous connective tissue septum here was between lobules. I think I've given up on the possibility of intercalated ducts because almost all of these are striated. So I thank you very much.